Hi, everybody. Welcome back to More Than Medicine. I'm your host, Dr. Kyjuan Brown, and today we dive into the heart of Afro-Colombian music. I'm here with Nassim Gregory, a local expert in this field, and today we're going to learn about the traditional rhythms and the instruments that have their roots so deeply rooted in African traditions.
We love hearing the most. He's a really talented person, and today he will be able to share with you a little bit of his knowledge that he has about the music, the instruments, and as well the traditional drinks that we have from the Pacific. His name is
Nassim Gregory.
Okay. So
Nassim Gregory.
he will be talking with you from the rest of the activity. I'll be helping to him to translate some things, but his English is really good. So welcome to Chontai. He will be able to tell you a little bit about what Chontai is and the things that we will do over here.
Bueno, ese espacio, una galería no ya Nicolás de acá. Inside, we have a little set. In Colombia, is called Achira plant. Okay, let's play the basic rhythm for the Kurulao. Is count 1, 2, 3,
What I want. So what was this song about? What was it about?
So Guayabal is a plantation where the people grow the guavas. So we just tried one kind of guava today, that it was a sour one.
is different readings in one readings, readings.
Polyrhythm.
Yes.
So kind of a mix all together.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Let's play together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Di, di, di.
As a member of the African diaspora, I find these rhythms to be so captivating. It's almost like it speaks to your spirit. The marimba, for example, is an instrument with its origin from Africa, and its rhythms are fundamental in the music of the Colombian Pacific coast. The African roots of these instruments and rhythms have a significant influence on various Latin American music and genres, including that of salsa. The story of salsa is a perfect example of cultural fusion. The complex rhythms and the syncopation of the African music, and syncopation means the many rhythms coming together to form one, as they merge with the Spanish and the indigenous influences to create the vibrant salsa we know today. All of these rhythms and syncopation have African roots. The style of music is a testament to the enduring legacy of the African culture in Latin America. I asked our guide, what does these songs mean and how do they translate to English? There was some difficulty in that, but what I did recognize is that there is a big similarity between the music of which they speak or sing as being storytelling to what we would refer to as Negro spirituals in this Western Hemisphere. And these traditions of telling stories and communicating messages that are encrypted have gone on and propagated throughout this culture for decades.
Very good job, my bro. Center. 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 Okay, very good. Let's make a line. Let's make a little twist like this. Dun, dun,
So this music, so when do you guys play this? This is like festivals, this is...
Ella pregunta específicamente que cuándo tocamos esta música, ¿en un festival, un evento especial o qué?
Sí, bueno, principalmente
But mainly this music,
tiene una conexión con la espiritualidad.
it has a connection with spirituality.
Entonces hay diferentes instancias para tocarla.
So there are different spaces for this music to be played.
Para despedir a alguien que muere.
So to say goodbye, to farewell to someone that passes away.
Puede ser un niño o un
Also
adulto.
could be like a kid or an adult as well.
También sirve para adorar a los santos.
Also to worship the saints.
But this is where I was going to go to. So in our part of the diaspora, we would sing, have you heard Wade in the Water?
Right.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water, for God's gonna trouble the water. So that song is saying, you wait, it just says, hold on, children, because God's gonna stir up some things. And so in the, I guess, the American slave trade, there's activists like Harriet Tubman and the others that were part of that. They sang songs that had meaning,
Yeah.
and the meaning was encrypted.
Yeah.
So the slave masters didn't understand the context of what they were saying. Like, what's the one with Pharaoh? Go down, Pharaoh, way down in Egypt land. Hello,
The drinking, gourd.
to let my people go.
Yeah, I know that part.
Yes.
But go down Moses or something like that.
Go down, Moses. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm just trying to see is the connection between what we experience in our part of the diaspora to what you guys experience in your part. Ours was more about liberation and encrypted messages on when to get ready or how to stay in your presence and of your being without letting the essence of who you are go
Right.
through the encampment of slavery. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
So it's kind of equal because
In English, can you translate some of the lyrics to the song? That's what he's trying to. He wants to know. You guys are singing the song. What is it? What is it in English?
Actually, I made a part. For example, they are going in Spanish and I go in English. La Justino, ¿cómo decía?
Señor Justino García,
Sir Justino Garcia,
un hombre muy popular,
a popular man in the community,
con su marimba en la mano,
with his marimba on his hand,
puso a temblar el litoral.
he made the Pacific or the coast tremble,
Oh, earthquake, similar.
like having an earthquake in a metaphorical way.
Okay.
Keep going, keep going.
Cómo tocaba,
How he played,
cómo se oía,
how he was heard by the people,
cómo repicaba esa marimba.
how he was playing the marimba.
Yeah, first
We have spirituals, we have songs that we sing to remind us of who we are, and to kind of encourage us to keep pushing forward. And this is similar. In spite of our condition, the conditions that we have, we still have power. We still have strength.
Right.
We're drawing strength through these songs. We're drawing strength through hope.
Yes.
Hope. That's what it gave us. And it's similar to them. You see how everybody got excited when they were singing the song? It's hope. It's a sign of hope. It's that similar feeling that we get when we sing our song.
There's also one thing that is necessary to add. When he was mentioning a lot of reference to the Pacific coast, it's important to understand that the Pacific coast is this way, and in those slavery time, this part of the country of Colombia was not the main part. So when African people, they were brought here, and as mentioned before, we were here before, but that's another conversation. This territory, this land was isolated from the centers of power. So we did not have that lot of communication with the whites. That's why we stay right there and we create Maroon societies. So there was no need to sing to that slave master, but to get the people together, to get our own traditions, to keep worshiping the nature. That's why it was, of course, a similar situation, but has its own particularities. Because there was not that connection, for example, in the States. So it's like whites and black, and they are in the same place. We were in Maroon societies, so we were isolated. So of course, it's the same situation in the slavery time, but different particularities. That's something that is important to us.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
So you guys had a slave trade here at one
course.
point.
Yeah.
And then after that, you guys went into your own communities and formed Maroon communities.
Exactly. That's why the word palenque in Spanish, you have in Portuguese, they call it quilombo. And in the United States, you call it Maroon societies. So it's the same thing, but with different territories. So of course we have Maroon societies here. Actually, Puerto Tejada, all that Cauca North, Lopez de Micay, those were free black-owned societies. So we create and recreate African traditions. That's why we have a lot of African last names that comes from the African root in the specific place. Like Lukumi, Biafara, Balanta, and we can keep going. And these traditions, let's playing the marimba, as Gregory explained very well, comes from Angola. There's also other traditions that come from Africa that we recreate, others remain the same, others disappear. But the most important is that we are here together to honor them.
I think that's the big difference from the other parts of the world.
It is.
Where in the Americas, I didn't think they tried to form Maroon colonies. I think sometimes like in the South, they attempted or they tried to, but I don't recall, at the advent of slavery, the communities started to come together to form their own.
Actually, that's, for example,
communities.
that's good because, for example, in Brazil,
Definitely not in Bermuda.
Yeah, you have in Brazil, for example, Quilombo dos Palmares. Quilombo dos Palmares is the very same thing that we created here as Palenque. The thing is that we had a lot of territories, free territories in all the country. That's why you can find black people in Colombia in all the country. Because we free ourselves. That's the way we tell our story. We free ourselves, and it was based on our own struggle, and that's important to tell.
I think our version was, we may have had Maroon camps, but remember we were going from the south to the north.
Right.
So we had Harriet Tubman and we had others who led, I guess we had the Underground Railroad. And that's how we migrated out of slavery. That's how, So where they could migrate to their palenques, we went to the north where slavery was legal.
And became more dispersed.
Right.
Music is truly the heartbeat of Afro-Colombian culture, carrying the legacy of African rhythms and traditions. Next time, we're exploring the joy of Afro-Colombian dance and sharing a meal with a local historian and musician. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to More Than Medicine for more enlightening adventures. See you next time.